trouble. How can she forgive him?
Dorothy, please, let me go back to sleep. I was in the middle of a dream where I was held captive on a desert island by Cesar Romero in a loincloth.
Ma, Kate and I had a fight. I have to talk.
Make me laugh.
All right, here we go. It seems there was this doctor.
It seems there was? What is this, existentialist humor? Was there a doctor or wasn't there?
Yes, there was this doctor. He's sitting in the park.
What time of year is it?
What difference does it make?
You have to set the scene.
Who is telling this joke?
At the moment.
Oh, well, I hope one day you meet the woman of your dreams, but in the meantime, who are you and what are you doing in our bathroom?
I'm Dwayne, and that's Rick.
Hi. And I'm Winston Hardwick III.
Well, we're very glad to meet you, but what are you doing in our bathroom?
This is our room. I'm afraid these 6 of us are going to have to share.
How long do you think you can stay handcuffed?
My personal best is 32 hours. But of course, then I had somebody to play with.
Understanding. Who is buying?
How about Dutch cheap?
Great. I'll see you Thursday.
Dorothy. Thanks.
Maybe you could spend a few days with Richard and his children, see how it goes.
Oh, I don't know. What if they hate me? What if I hate them?
Honey, what if you all end up liking each other?
Yeah, I guess I could at least give it a chance. Okay, then, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Bye.
I'm alone?
It's going to take a while for everybody to get used to this. So, what do you say? Will you marry me? I want to get my life together. I mean, I'm really no good being single. Just look around.
This is all because you're going through the change?
God, I hate that expression.
What is the big deal, Blanche? It's nothing. Look at it this way. You don't get cramps once a month. You don't go on eating binges once a month. You don't get crazy once a month.
You just grow a beard.
Ridiculous. We are not poor. We thought we had $10,000 and now we don't. But we're no better or worse off than we were 24 hours ago.
If that was a pep talk, it stunk.
Look at this. There's a celebrity auction to benefit the homeless, and they're selling a leather jacket worn by a major rock star and...
Dorothy, fix him a plate.
Later, Ma.
Breathe normally.
Later, I could be dead. I won't know whether he liked it.
Sophia, please. I can't hear. And I ate at my mother's.
What did you eat?
Kreplach.
You're Jewish?
All right, now, relax.
How come so many doctors are Jewish?
Because their mothers are.
Blanche, you didn't hear me out.
I've heard all I have to hear.
Now, I know this is rough for you, but it's been rough for me, too. Now, you're gonna listen. 9 years ago, I found out that my partner was embezzling from the family company. He was a clever man. All the signs pointed to me.
Hello, Mr. President. Can I ask you something?
Well, sure.
Is the Oval Office as hard to vacuum as I think it is?
I don't know. There hasn't been a Hoover in the White House in 60 years.
So you're going to take it?
Well, it's kind of small, and there's not enough light. And there's no room for a goat. Come on in the kitchen. I made dinner. Should be ready. I was going to cook dinner. Well, I thought for a change, everybody'd like to have a meal with a little flavor. I'm supposed to get along with that?
Sweet Virginia. Now, what do you want?
What is it with you? You just step on any kind of tender moment.
Oh, tender moment, my foot. All my life, you've taken everything that ever meant anything to me.
What did I take? A couple of cashmere sweaters and a poodle skirt?
Isn't it good to be back in the old neighborhood, Dorothy? Watching the kids playing...
Sophia, would you mind?
Sure, why not? I'm over 80. I've had plenty of chances to rest in my lifetime. Today alone, I probably sat down 3-4 times. I'll answer the door and then I'll hot tar the roof.
Hello?
Hello.
Split the money. Well, Blanche, looks like the splits have it.
Big Daddy was right. Women should not be allowed to vote.
Blanche, if it's any consolation, when I wrote down, give it to the old lady, I did mean you.
Hi.
Called me, Rose. I know why you wanted to have dinner.
You do?
You wanted to tell me that maybe we should stop seeing each other.
Ernie, that's not true.
Now, come on, Rose. I mean, after all, you can't be happy with the way things are. I mean, you're a healthy, active, sexy woman.
Well, I'm also a patient woman, Ernie. I mean, really.
You always wanted to open. We could stop the sale of that property and finally build the home we always dreamed of. There are so many things that we can do together, Dorothy. So many things you can't do alone. Don't answer me right now. Just think about it. Please.
Look, the exterminator said that you came in through a hole under the sink. Please, that's the way I'd like you to go. Oh, good boy!
You have the gift.
I'm going to a birthing center. They emphasize natural childbirth and a relaxed atmosphere with no painkillers.
Becky, I know I told you where babies come from. Did I ever mention where they come out?
Mama, why don't
Me as her partner, and then the two of you sign up together.
I did it. Dorothy's a better bowler than you are, and I want to win this year.
Rose, how could you do a thing like this?
I admit it. I have a problem. I'm too competitive when it comes to athletics. Me? When the Clintons of the world are kicking us in the teeth.
Rose, you're hysterical.
Wait, I've seen this in the movies.
How could he do this? What is wrong with the man?
Ma, you almost got it.
Listen, I think we're...
I'm here on an age discrimination case, and you're telling me I'm too old?
Oh, it is not me. It is Enrique Mas.
I'm confused.
Please, let me explain. You see, there are two me's. There is Enrique Mas, the dedicated consumer advocate fighting...
Living together in the same house, we go through so many hormone changes that some nights we can actually read by the hot flashes. No, you know, it's really interesting when one of us dates an eligible man, or as we call them, a live one.
Ready to spend some time with someone who does.
Like you.
I know you don't know me very well yet, but I'm just asking for a chance.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Thank you, Blanche.
You're welcome, Swen.
When we sat down to our meal, Nick ordered a whiskey neat and a shrimp cocktail, which was positively uncanny because Miles always began his meal with a whiskey neat and a shrimp cocktail.
You haven't had much experience with the uncanny, have you, Rose?
Oh, Rose, I thought I heard your voice. There's nothing to be scared of. Okay, Dorothy, get the door. Come on.
Marguerite, how lovely to see you again. Please come in.
Hello, ladies. Welcome back, Marguerite.
Why don't you just sit down and make yourself...
Tell you what you could say. You could say I don't owe you the $50.
Ma, you are a crazy lady. And I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you too, pussycat.
Even look like ourselves.
What's your point?
Ma, you are not helping matters. We are trying to think of a way we can make ourselves look better for that party.
Okay, let me think. It's too bad we're not back home. There's no place like Sicily.
Why do you say that, Sophia?
Because in Sicily, I could solve this whole problem.
How you feeling?
She's going to be just fine, only this time she's going to follow the doctor's orders.
What about you, Dorothy? You must be exhausted being here by yourself all night.
I wasn't alone. Stan came by and stayed with me, brought me food, held me, showed me that special part of himself.
Right there in the waiting room?
Apologize for ruining your life.
Forget about it.
Ladies, the motorcade is running late. Now, the president won't actually be coming into the house. He'll just be at the door for a photo opportunity. So, Mrs. Devereaux, you might want to cover up.
Here he comes.
Mr. President, I'd like you to meet Rose Nyland.
Suggested we do a show about women who live together, and they jumped on it.
Well, Rose, that's a great idea.
We already have 2 women lined up. We just have to find 2 more.
Well, my God, Rose, open your eyes. This is exactly the kind of exposure I've been looking for.
Please, enough of your exposure. We've already lost 3 gardeners.
This is too funny. I have to get my camera from the car.
Angela, I wish you wouldn't rush right back to Newark after the funeral. Why don't you stay at the house for a couple of days?
I gotta get back to work. I was just
Fake.
I'm not a fake. Mrs. Nyland, ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to be on TV. Do you know what that's like for a Hispanic kid? Who were my role models? Zorro and Ricky Ricardo. A gay caballero and a man who couldn't recognize his own wife in a fake mustache.
Rose, you can tell because they wear cowboy hats and drink wine spritzers and drive Volvos. Blanche, who do we see about our table?
Well, I don't know. This is the first time I've ever been here.
Well, howdy, Blanche. Hello, Blanche. Ladies.
No, I'm wrong. I think the...
Get out. What about them?
Leave it to a pro. Runaway wheelchair! Runaway wheelchair! Wait a minute.
That's why I make him out to be more than he is.
Then you will give him the money.
No, but I'll give it to you. Under one condition. Don't ever tell Stanley it came from me.
I don't understand.
Well, Stanley has a tendency to be weak. If he knew I was a soft touch, he'd never amount to anything.
I mean, it'll be kind of fun. We'll get to know each other again.
I think that would be wonderful.
Joe, I wonder where Gloria is. I was thinking of surprising her, invite...
Oh, I had a marvelous time tonight, Ernie.
So did I, Rose. Rose, there's something very important I want to say to you.
Okay.
I want you to know how much I appreciate all you've done. After my marriage fell apart, I stopped being able to perform like a man should.
So, what exactly is ham short for, Ham?
My guess would be ham and potatoes.
Well, we better be running along. We don't want to be late.
I'm sure you'll have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
It was very nice meeting all of you.
Same here.
Beth.
No.
Oh, Rose. Italian men are just the sexiest, most romantic, most gorgeous men in the world. And of course, they just worship me because I'm blonde and feminine and young with a great body.
What mirror do you use?
Angela? Well, Rose and I are ready for our date. I just think it's so sweet the way the mariachi band all chipped in to go on a double date with Rose and me. Here they are now. Angelo, great party the other night.
Yeah, you look great in a tux. Sit down. Hold me.
very, very much. And I just hope that you love this present as much as I love giving it to you. Okay, Blanche?
Angela? I'm in California. So it's you or nothing. Please, Dorothy, if we win this thing, I can die a happy woman.
I refuse to be a part of your neurotic need to be number one. Now just let it go.
How many challenges do I have left in life?
Working at this age.
I never dreamt I'd be this age.
Let me tell you girls the 3 most important things I learned about life. Number 1, hold fast to your friends. Number 2, there's no such thing as security. And number 3, don't go see Ishtar. It's old, but you people don't. That's a beautiful thing. You also have the most gorgeous hair in the world. Even when it's humid.
Well, please, let Dr. Chang read.
It's okay, Mrs. Zabornak. I'm finished. You've seen some wonderful doctors, but I really can't agree with
everything in them.
Yeah, what about my bags?
Relax. With your share, you can have your bag surgically removed.
Come on, let's get to our rooms and get some sleep.
Good idea.
Good morning. My name is Nancy. How may I help you?
We have 2 double rooms reserved under the name Zbornak.
Ladies, in her all too infrequent letters, Blanche has spoken of you both in glowing terms. I feel real lucky to get the chance to know you personally.
Why, thank you, kind sir.
You'll have to excuse Rose. Every time a man speaks Southern at her, she goes all stupid.
Brother just came into town, and unless I can find a date for him so we can double, why, the whole evening's gonna be called off. So what do you say? Would you please be a friend and go out with him?
Sure, I'm game.
Next time, Sophie. Dorothy, what do you say?
Oh, honey, I'd really love to go, but as you can see, I'm busy.
Busy? You're playing
You can put the luggage right. There would be fine, too.
Girls, this room looks nothing like the pictures in the brochure.
Oh, this room isn't good enough for you? Well, not for $100 a night. What they are.
I have to go tomorrow.
Then I'll do it myself. And we'll get you back here, I promise. I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you, too.
Now listen, I want you to keep up with your homework and you write to me and tell me how you're doing.
I will. I'll never...
Mama on a deathbed?
I promised Mama I'd marry Benito, the town's organ grinder monkey hat manufacturer. And you didn't do it? Please. I loved my mother dearly, but I had my own life to live, and I guess you did too, Angelo.
Can you ever forgive me?
Oh, of course, Uncle.
I don't think that's happened yet.
Well, I don't know, but if I were you, I sure wouldn't wave goodbye.
And if I were you, I sure wouldn't jog without a moo-moo.
Is that so? Well, just let me tell you something,
Blanche, please, let's not do this. Let's grow up, for God's sake.
Pleasure to my life.
Where would they read that will, Blanche? The Astrodome?
Or maybe I just do something like, to my sister Virginia, I hereby bequeath my diamond brooch, my collection of Wedgwood china, and all my stock in AT&T.
You have stock in AT&T?
I don't have any.
You should make us grovel, eat dirt, beg for forgiveness. Give us the silent treatment.
Rose, if you give us the silent treatment, I will eat dirt.
I couldn't stay mad at you girls, you know. I did some thinking and I realized I feel like a lady again.
Rose, it's me.
Miles?
I've come back, Rose. I had to see you.
But you've changed.
Well, I'm Amish, Rose. That's my new identity in the witness protection program. See, I'm an Amish man. I live on an Amish farm. I carry wood, I dig holes, and then I milk things.
Oh, we might as well get used to the fact that she's going to be mad at us for a long, long time.
Hi, girls. How y'all doing?
Hi, Blanche, aren't you mad?
Not anymore.
Well, we did a terrible thing. You should stay mad at us for a long, long time. I swear, I feel like a failure.
Honey, you can't change the world in one day. But just think about what we did do. I bet we saved a few dolphins by keeping that boat off the water. And the next time you're walking along the beach and you see a school swim by, why, you can think, maybe I saved those gorgeous creatures from those...
I'm Sonny Bono, you idiot.
Gee, I wonder how many maitre d's have heard that line.
Blanche, there's something I need to tell you. I've told a lie, and now I have a guilty conscience.
You're telling me that you're not going to take me back?
Yes, Stanley, that's right.
Let me get this straight. You're definitely not going to take me back?
Look, Stanley, I'm sorry.
Dorothy, I'd like to hear the rest of this, but I better get down to the lobby and grab Chrissy before somebody else does.
And you know what he did? He laughed. Well, right then and there, I started growing very fond of Mr. Preston Bougainvillea. And over the next several months, we saw quite a lot of each other.
Oh, that's really very sweet, Blanche.
I know.
But look, Rose, to tell you the truth, it just wasn't the swell time I had in mind. But look, I'm starting to get a little suspicious. There's somebody else, isn't there?
I have a surprise for Dorothy.
What? Now that you're off the blood pressure medicine, it's working again?
My God, Sophia, is there anything Dorothy didn't tell you about us?
Actually, yes. I didn't know she was pregnant until 4 days after the wedding.
Right. Think I'll push the car home.
Your date is over?
You sound surprised.
Well, it's just that your dates usually end with a little pillow talk.
Yeah, like, what did you say your name was again?
Don't accept Dr. Jerry's medical report.
Why?
I don't know, something about his prison record. They insist you be examined by one of their physicians. This is a real bummer. We've gotten this far and it's suddenly starting to all fall apart. It's over.
Get out of here. But Dorothy, he's
a little early, yes, but we're delighted to see him.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hello, Rose. You're looking lovely this evening.
Oh, wait a minute. Rose Nyland, you
said to prepare for our roles, we must become cats. That's why I've been playing with your ball of yarn. And Blanche has been making those high-pitched screeching sounds in her room at night.
You've been practicing for this part for a lifetime, haven't you? Ma, listen.
Adios, everybody wave goodbye. I'm off to Brooklyn. Honey, what are you doing? I'm going back to the old neighborhood. The doctor said it would help if I stirred up some memories.
Ma, you can't go back there alone.
No kidding. I'm 83. I walk to the driveway. It's a coin toss whether I get back. You're coming with me.
Hi, Rose. Let me change capes and we'll be on our way.
In my office, terrific. Now.
Say please, Mr. Producer. Little twerp. He was on my show when he was 5. He sat on my...
It's a gift. Keep it.
Marguerite, if you're trying to bribe me, there's no need. As far as I'm concerned, you have the job.
Fine with me.
Oh, me too. Can you start tomorrow?
I'll be here bright and early.
We'll see you then.
Right. You be sure and use that just like I told you now.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye now.
But maybe, possibly, I've managed to teach them a little something. Now, doing stand-up was like having sex with Stan. I was nervous before it, felt pretty good during it, and I'm absolutely thrilled that I will never have to do it again.
So,
If any of you toe tappers have more than 30% blockage, we implore you to leave the dance floor at this time. All right now, let's let the dance marathon begin. A 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll bet those boots have more miles on them than Joan Collins' waterbed. Her waterbed.
To be with you, Rose.
But the cheese man is looking for you.
Rose, don't worry.
So, hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Oh, my God.
You! How did you find me?
Time to say goodbye, buddy boy.
Carl, Miles, as flattering as this is, I don't want you.
You owe me an explanation.
Well, Ted and I
don't have to stand here and listen to this.
Ma, don't give me that look.
What look?
Look, I didn't do anything wrong. Ted and I just talked last night.
Right, and the Godfather made all his money selling olive oil.
Pedicure.
Well, I'm 80-something, and I've seen more death and dying than any of you. Over the past 5 months, we've seen a perfectly healthy, energetic woman waste away. She can't do anything anymore. So what difference does it make that they don't have a name for it yet? It's still something. There were lots of diseases they didn't have a name for.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
See, I came around to your side.
You gave him money, didn't you?
It's not like it's... Wait a minute. Aren't you going to ask me why I'm sitting in the dark?
I already know. Your birthday's this weekend, and you're depressed about being older.
No, I'm not. I'm depressed because you give me such lousy birthday presents.
Ma, you want better presents? Adopt Monty Hall.
I wish I could.
Oh, no, I'm good for it. Listen, there's a horse that looks good to me at Hialeah today. Salisbury Shrew. In the second race, make it 100.
Let's go, Dorothy.
Oh, I've got to go. Thanks, Frank.
Over and snuggle up against him in bed.
I never went to bed with Alvin. The thought never crossed my mind, which is odd because I've always wondered about that myth.
There's a myth about people named Alvin?
The myth about black...
I feel so undesirable.
Oh, honey, we all have at some point. I know, Blanche, not you. No, I remember when Stanley and I were going through this. We tried everything, relaxation techniques, hypnosis. I fed the man so many oysters when he passed.
Okay, in this formation, you're lined up in a wishbone with the U back in motion. Any questions so far?
I've got a question, Coach Rose. Am I an X or an O?
You're an O, Freddie.
There might be a waterfall in that rock formation. You were right. There is a waterfall, and it empties into a pool in the lobby of the Hyatt Regency.
We never left the island. We just got shipwrecked on the good side.
Our new hotel's a half a mile in this direction. Come on, we reserved your room.
Okay.
Rick, put out the fire.
Love you so much, and we wanted you to win so bad that we fudged some of the things on your biography.
Fudged? Fudge makes it sound cute. You lie.
We embellished, Rose. Oh, Rose, you do good things. I mean, you are the kindest, most decent human being we know.
Well, ending to Gone with the Wind?
Was a terrific meal, Blanche. Thanks again.
Well, you're welcome, Ham. I just think...
Don't stop on my account. Curse is over.
Dorothy, I wish you'd talk to me. I really do, because
Sure. This time I know what to expect.
You're having the same operation again? I mean, don't they get it right around here the first time?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. About 3 years ago, I had a mastectomy. And, well, now I'm in for another.
And you're not scared?
I'm petrified.
What do you want? Among other things, your apology. Well, unless I missed a news flash, hell did not freeze over today. Anything else? Yes, Big Daddy's pocket watch. That watch is a family heirloom. As far as I'm concerned, you're no longer family. I believe you said it was in your room. Which room is...
Talking about the brass bed. I shouldn't have kept it. Rose was right. It's just like stealing. Then call the store and return it. Oh, I can't do that. I've had it over 3 weeks. They won't take it back. How much wear can you give a bed in just 3 weeks? I see your point. I don't smell anything.
Are you wearing something?
A little Bengay on my knees. A little Vicks on my chest. A little deep heat on my neck.
What are you trying to do, pickle yourself?
In July, we got picked up, and I went in and I talked to, I guess it was you and Tony Thomas. And I said, okay, guys, I know I'm not supposed to do this with a Southern accent. I've got an idea. How about Mae West? And I remember you said, not.
It's getting hot in here.
Oh, why did this have to happen? Just when I meet someone that I feel I have a future with, Ken does this. I mean, I know I should be more supportive, but
All right. I'll give you a point without a story, but just this once. If you really miss her, go tell her. Maybe she misses you, too.
I don't know, Blanche, what do you think?
I really miss her.
Oh, so do I. Let's go tell
But wait
her.
a minute, don't...
Hello. Hello. Do you have a match?
I think so. Let's see. Here you go.
Thank you.
Sophia, you know people in their 70s and 80s can have great sex.
Yeah, with people in their 70s and 80s. Put me in a bedroom with Tom Cruise, and you'd be peeling me off the ceiling.
Well, according to Big Daddy, he still has both his...
Normally, I wouldn't be this concerned, but her resistance is very low. That, coupled with her age, makes these next few hours extremely critical.
Are you saying that my mother could die?
We're doing everything possible. All we can do right now is wait and see how she responds to treatment.
Can I see her?
Not until she's out of intensive care. The best thing you can do now is go home and get some rest.
No.
And isn't it true that... Well, excuse me, but that's the nicest tie I've ever seen.
Thanks.
Didn't you tell Rose Nyland you were living in a slum?
Sure, but that...
No further questions. Isn't it true, Mrs. Devereaux, that Mrs. Zabornak is the kind of person who likes to...
A friend of mine from high school, Helen Colquist, she just moved to Miami. We spent a little time together and decided we'd get together today. I even got out the old yearbook so we could go down memory lane.
Oh.
Last night she had a heart attack and died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've been sitting here looking through the book and I can't believe...
Called me, Rose. I know why you wanted to have dinner.
You do?
You wanted to tell me that maybe we should stop seeing each other.
Ernie, that's not true.
Now, come on, Rose. I mean, after all, you can't be happy with the way things are. I mean, you're a healthy, active, sexy woman.
Well, I'm also a patient woman, Ernie. I mean, really.
We have something to talk to you about. We are worried about you. Now, maybe it's none of our business, but all that time that you spend with those pathetic wimps from the center, you should spend looking for a job.
But those wimps need me.
But, Rose, honey, you have your own problems.
Look, you are 55, unemployed, your husband is dead.
See you girls later.
Adios.
Sophia, you look younger than ever.
Thank you, Stan. And that's a beautiful toupee you're wearing. There, now we're both liars.
Okay, Stan, let's get this over with.
Yeah, well, okay, here's a copy of the tax return. We'll go over each.
It's not what it looks like.
Obviously. Dorothy thought I was dead, tried to comfort you, and the two of you got carried away.
Okay, it is what it looks like.
I can't believe this. I was just playing a prank. Do you have any idea how I feel? I mean, what kind of person jumps into bed with her dearest friends?
Well, I guess we should get back to work.
Oh, I suppose so, but you know, a big meal always makes me so sleepy.
Is that why you usually go right to bed after a date buys you dinner?
No fear, I had to talk to her the last time.
Blanche, not to doubt your stamina, but don't you think those men are going to be bored?
Oh, of course not. Dorothy, tonight's a full moon. A night when men's passions, like the tides, are pulled to their height.
Tights, unless he's got a butt like Baryshnikov.
There he is. Dorothy, can I ask you a question? What do you think I ought to do with my bed?
Put it in the Smithsonian, Blanche. I mean, it has more miles on it than the Spirit of St. Louis.
Well, Blanche, what do you think?
Sophia, what have you done?
Saved my puckered little Sicilian behind, that's what. When Dreyfus didn't come home again this morning, I went to the pet shop and got a duplicate. Amazing, isn't it?
Let me help you, Mom.
Sure, sweetheart.
Oh, honey, you didn't eat your Brussels sprouts.
I don't like Brussels sprouts.
Neither do I. Put them in here with mine.
Mom, your friends are lovely. Oh, they're two very special people. When you first told... It says, touch my leg.
That's in case they missed the tattoo that says the same thing.
Boy, my mother would kill me if I ever did that. She never wanted me to shave at all. By the time I got to high school, the kids had made up this really mean nickname.
Not to give her anything too demeaning.
Here it is. Should I read it to you and massage your feet like I did this morning?
No, why don't you just be a good little Diedenfrugen and keep your mouth shut?
Now, I've heard that there's an article in here about Mario's winning the contest. Oh, my God.
Mama, you have to accept me for what I am. You have to stop trying to tell me how to run my life, otherwise I'm gonna have to leave again.
No, honey. Oh, you know, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry. Oh, hey, I love you just the way you are. Everlast
Waves on Biscayne Bay. I've grown so much as a writer since then.
Well, I should hope so.
Blanche.
No, it's all right. Did you have a problem with my book, dear?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. All those waves. Big waves, little waves, dark waves rolling in. Page after...
Much like to take you out for some cappuccino and salsa dancing.
No, maybe some other time.
Hey, I thought we had a deal.
What is he talking about? What kind of deal?
Pussycat, you know how much I love you.
You sold me, didn't you?
I didn't know what to do. I had no budget. Val and I spent our most intimate moments there.
Ma, is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah, stay out. You barged it on me enough when you were a kid.
Oh, right.
Stanley, I think we're going to make it this time.
Dorothy, I want you to meet my best man, Marvin Mitchelson.
Oh, how lovely to meet you. What an honor.
The honor is mine, Dorothy.
He's a lawyer.
Questions, and you better have the right answers. Things like, who do you like better, me or Hitler? Who's got the snappiest boots, me or Hitler? Who's got the cuter girlfriend, me or Hitler? And you always had to answer Mussolini. Otherwise, they forced you to play the lightning. Oh.
Excuse me. Are you waiting for the bus to Northern Falls?
No, St. Olaf.
I've visited there. Lovely little town.
Oh, yes, it is.
Rolling hills.
TV. Can it be? Am I free?
Hello? Oh, Gladys, booby. You what? Goldfine, I put a Sicilian curse on you. You'll be barren. It's got this little man on it. When you turn it upside down... Oh. I think I'll keep this one for myself.
You know, your Miles is a pretty exciting guy. I hope you know that.
Oh, I know it now.
Don't you have a cousin you should be dating?
Wait a minute. I thought you said there weren't any trains until morning.
No more trains to Miami. That's the 9:20 to Sarasota.
Blanche, hand me my robe.
Here. Now listen, we love you two a lot, but you've been here for 3 weeks, and this living arrangement is not working out.
I guess we forgot how hard it is to live with a man in the house.
Why? What did I do?
Well, you snore, you don't pick up after yourself, and you hardly ever remember to lift up the toilet seat.
I don't get it. They don't seem to have anything in common.
I guess it's just like that old saying, you know, opposites attract.
Oh, that's very true. Back in St. Olaf, Ollie Knudensprinkle and his wife Bridget were opposites in every way. I mean, he was fat, she was thin. He was neat, she was sloppy.
For you, you let me know, huh?
Well, you know, actually, I do have an idea for a new video game.
Really?
Yeah. See, there's this very old white-haired mother who keeps talking and talking and talking, and there are all these different ways to kill her.
Hi, sir, I do believe you're jealous.
One tweak is cute, Rose. Two is don't do it again. I'm sorry for the tone, but I am a little bit cranky and tense for all the obvious reasons. Look, something is wrong. Now, are you seeing another man? And don't...
Happened. Charlie was here, in your body.
Really? If I'd known he was coming, I would have tidied up a bit.
Girl's mouth water.
Oh, my God. That's her. I sure hope time has been good to Trudy. Good, not great. Oh, Trudy.
Dorothy.
Ma, what are you doing?
Merrill called. He's coming over. I'm hiding all our valuables.
Why?
Why? You think the man went to prison for free coveralls and some male bonding?
First, when we ran out of gas and then had to run 2 blocks in the rain to get here.
Incidentally, I appreciate everyone leaving me stranded after my heel fell off in the middle of that intersection.
Good evening, ladies. Welcome to Albert's Diner. I'm Albert, and Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you. I'd just like a cup of coffee, please.
Coffee? Sure. Coffee all around?
Actually, I'd like a...
Watching what this is doing to her.
I hate watching what it's doing to you.
I hate watching those FBI warnings at the beginning of video rentals.
Oh, hello, sir.
Bye, Charlie. Thanks for calling.
Now can we go eat?
No, I haven't heard from Michael yet.
Fine. Wait for your phone call. My blood sugar will drop and I'll have a stroke. This corsage will...
Long way, baby.
Hello.
Oh, Ma, I'm glad you're here. I got a call from Mr. Porter. He thinks you're pushing the folks at Cypress Grove too hard.
Big deal. One little dance till you drop marathon. It only took 10 minutes.
And what's this about their staying into the night doing homework?
It's very nice to meet you, too.
Dorothy's done nothing but talk about you for weeks.
Rose.
Every time she mentions your name, she practically glows.
Rose.
And I think she's really very smitten with you.
Rose.
He's a priest, isn't he?
Never really given Salvador a chance.
You know, I don't understand what you see in this man.
It's not something I can explain. Everything you say about him is true. Lord knows he's not terribly bright. He's not terribly good looking and not much of a provider. But I love him anyway. I don't know why. It's the little...
It just feels so horrible. Why do men do this? Why do they deceive us?
Picture it. Germany, 1922.
Germany? Were you on vacation, Sophia?
Spy. That was a summer job. Anyway, while in Heidelberg, XQ-37, that's guaranteed to make me gain back that pound.
Ma, all this eating you're doing is ridiculous. Now, I am sure you are already back up to 99 pounds.
We'll see. Wrong again, Kreskin. Still 98.
98 pounds? I can't remember the last time I weighed 98. Probably.
We had a pig once. All the male pigs loved her. Oh, she was very beautiful. And she got pregnant, and we never knew who the father was.
Oh, my God, Rose, what did you do on Father's Day?
Here we go. Week of the 7th. Let's see.
Who was it?
Blanche,
Let me get us some refreshments before we start.
please make yourself comfortable. Sorry it's so hot. And here we are in the middle of a heat wave with no air conditioning.
Not necessarily. If Rose wins the award, you'll be flown all expenses paid to St. Olaf to attend the ceremony.
Oh, well, this year I was planning to watch it on TV.
I never thought I'd ever be saying this in my wildest dreams. And you know just how wild they can get. What I'm trying to tell you, Simon, the last time we made love was the last time. Guess it's just lucky that we took those snapshots.
Hello? What? Oh, my God. It's Ma. She's at the airport. They caught her trying to buy a ticket out of the country. Oh, poor Blanche.
Blanche, I know you need some time to think it over.
You're damn right I do. We're talking about a vital organ in my body here.
I know.
You gonna give it to her or not?
Stop here. This isn't stuff. This is my life.
Well, why are you bringing your life into our living room?
There have been some robberies in Rocco's building, and he asked me to store his valuables.
Yeah, but Ma, we don't have enough space for this stuff.
Don't worry, I have plenty of space in my room. Come on, Rocco.
And listen, when the two of you go in there, I want you to leave.
It's my Uncle Lucas. He's perfect. All man, all heart, all yours.
Blanche, forget it. It's not going to work out. I mean, he's a little bit country, and I'm a little bit too smart for this.
You've got Uncle Lucas all wrong. He's a man of cultivation and high taste.
Hootenanny is marginal, and I refuse to accept salami.
I have to go put up some fresh coffee. I'm expecting that lady from the catering company, and I don't want her to think I'm a bad hostess.
Salami, please.
I never had this trouble when I worked alone.
Oh? When you worked alone, the only thing you could rhyme with go was contact with the outside world for at least a year.
He dumped you.
Yes.
Dorothy, I'm sorry.
Why is it whenever I think I've met Mr. Right, I'm wrong?
Because, Dorothy, you're not the most perceptive woman in the world.
Well, what's everybody doing up? I thought you all still be sleeping.
What happened?
Nothing, Ma. Don't worry, I'm just fine.
Yeah, it's nothing serious, Sophia. Probably just a pull muscle.
It happened in class when she tried to do a 6-count Cincinnati riff with a double pullback. It goes something like this.
The day after tomorrow, Dennis and I are flying to the Bahamas and we're getting married.
Oh, that's terrific!
Oh, that's
Oh my God! Oh, I can't believe it! Oh, I am so happy. My daughter is marrying a doctor. In the Bahamas.
Do down here. We can take him to Disney World, the Seaquarium, the Everglades, Rambo.
Rambo?
The movie with Sly Stallone.
I sat through it twice. You'll love it. He sweats like a pig and he doesn't put a shirt on. But I'm telling you, Dorothy, this is gonna ruin your life.
Well, Dorothy, I'm worried about you.
Please, don't you start. I had a problem 15 years ago. That's a long time. I've learned a little something since then. A lot has happened, and I've lived with the temptations.
Dorothy, yeah, I miss you. I think we have to talk. Yes, Mr. Yamamoto. Yes. Fine, I'll see you there.
Oh, I'm so glad you're going back to work.
Yeah, he was thrilled too.
Precious?
He mauled me, Rose.
Buster did that, but he seemed so sweet.
Well, he may be, Rose, but he just doesn't like me. Yeah. Sometimes in life that happens. For instance, I don't like you.
But everybody likes me.
Can't say that anymore, Rose.
Do you really?
Calm down, lady. You just get out of prison?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, it's not a bad idea, but I'm a little embarrassed.
Oh, me too.
Embarrassed? Well, there's no reason to be embarrassed. Now, these are discreet professionals. And if it makes you feel any better, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Oh, thank you, Blanche. This means a lot, coming from a woman who wants to be buried dressed like a majorette. Oh. Ma, you want to come say goodbye to Phil?
I can't go up there. Don't I always?
I love you.
I love you too. I look at him, I see Errol Flynn.
Let's go.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Please come in. You must be from the catering company.
Actually, I'm from Atlanta. I'm Margaret Spencer.
Whoa.
What a coincidence. Blanche's father is marrying a Margaret Spencer from Atlanta.
Look at the man's covering half the pictures on our wall.
I don't blame you for looking surprised, Blanche. There's a little more of me than there used to be.
Well, maybe a little here, a little there.
I'm Dorothy. How do you do?
How do you do?
This is my mother, Sophia. That's Rose.
Hello.
How do you do?
I could have lost my balance and chipped a tooth.
You think that's annoying? She came into my room last night when I was reenacting the gangplank scene from Peter Pan.
What the other couple re-entering the dance floor?
Miles!
Let's go watch it again.
Well, I finally finished my letter. I got everything down, every little hurt out.
This is to me.
I found out during the process that Pop was a pretty good father, but
I looked down. There was a midget. It turns out that his name was Pee-wee Bonbonzi. And he was fleeing from the mob. Well, for the next few days, we ate together, laughed together, and went for short walks in circles. Oh, well, now, isn't that sweet? But, honey, with all those people, there's no way you're ever going to get the Pope to notice you.
Oh, he'll notice me. I'm home.
Rose, happy. Well, lovely as that sounds, Kenny, I usually skip breakfast. When you reach 45, you have to keep an eye on your figure, if you know what I mean.
Blanche, who do you think you're fooling?
Oh, all right, 48.
It's not what I mean.
I mean, what are you doing in this place? You don't belong here.
I most certainly do. Movements.
Eine kleine Nachtmusik.
That's right. How did you know that?
Well, they always play it during the chases on the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show. There was this one where...
Why am I explaining this to anybody?
Who's Lenny? Tall, red hair, loves tuna on whole wheat.
Let me ask you a better question. Why do we have his IOU for $2?
Well, he didn't have anything small.
Dorothy, forgive me, but I gotta speak. Sometimes it's harder to close the door than to open a window.
Oh, that's very wise, Uncle Angelo.
The artwork of Adolf Hitler.
The minute we saw it, we knew it was for you.
Thank you so much, Stanley. I'm going to put it right here on the coffee table.
It's from Dorothy, too.
If I had to thank her, I'd choke on the words.
Please risk it.
I want you to know how grateful we are that you are seeing us at this time.
Did I sit down? Have I sat down yet?
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, am I this short? My God, you two are like a couple of redwoods.
In the morning that you just want to take your grapefruit and shove it in her face. Hard. As hard as she can stand it.
Boy, I'd like to see who was runner-up for maid of honor.
Tomorrow, we'll handle the situation. Tell Gresham we can get together next week. No, he'll have to come here. I can't go to the coast. No, we're going to have to try to keep that whole week clear for my honeymoon. Sometime around the 17th. Well, if you can close it, all right, do so. Call me. I'm on the plane.
It was so no one would notice. You don't know how much I wanted to hug you. I just had to see my dumpling on her wedding day.
Much about both of you. I'm just so glad you finally got to Miami.
Well, when Mom told me she needed me to review the estate papers, I figured it was a perfect excuse to come for a visit.
It's just a will, Kirsten. I wouldn't call it estate papers.
And while we're down here, I'm going to go to astronaut camp.
Astronaut camp? There's a camp for astronauts? Is it
Is equally.
Equally, I figure your share should be about half. After all, you're the one who killed her.
Let's just hurry up and get this over with.
Oh, Blanche, try.
Now I lay me down to sleep. You know, I'd almost forgotten about that night.
With all of us cramped into that bed, I had to sleep in positions I never thought possible.
Me too.
Did I say there was a problem?
Well, you said you wanted to talk about it.
Well, I mean, can't one have a discussion without there being a problem?
Well, I thought maybe you were feeling guilty.
Guilty? I have nothing to feel guilty about. I am having the time of my life. I just wanted to, say it out loud. But listen, honey, don't mention Earl and used to get those terrible chest colds, and you'd whip up a batch of that homemade liniment to rub on my chest. Ooh, that was nasty stuff. Cod liver oil, garlic, petroleum jelly, parsley. I remember once I asked you, why parsley? Let's get the party started. This is my friend, Rose Nyland. I'll go get Ma. I'm sure she's anxious to get reacquainted.
Oh, then you've known Sophia before.
Yes, she was one of the residents a few years ago at a place I work called Shady Pines. But
Welcome, welcome everybody. Merry Christmas.
I just never thought there'd be children.
I know. And what is Santa Claus doing here?
Oh, they paid these poor out-of-work guys $10, $15 to stand on street corners ringing their bells for charitable contributions.
Is that kick me hard sign a fashion statement?
Another one? No, this isn't what you
You may all hate Fidel right now, but I know the next time I'm sitting in the park on a warm, sunny day and I smell the aroma of a cheap cigar, I'll think of Fidel Santiago.
State parade. You probably don't know this, but my hometown was founded by Heinrich von Anderdrönen. The first man to ever can tuna in its own natural juices. Anyway, it was the 50th anniversary celebration of the founding of our town.
It seemed easier for both of us to open up while we were playing cards. Your Aunt Jean was the same way. During a pinochle game, she told me that she swam nude in a pool with Charles Boyer.
Aunt Jean, you never told me that.
I would have gotten around to it, but we stopped playing cards.
Now, if you'll just sign these forms, we'll be all set.
Forms?
Oh, they're just your standard consent forms releasing us from all liability in the unlikely event of your death.
I'm having a simple operation. How could I possibly die?
Oh, it's possible, believe me.
And she can stay here until we find her a place.
Well, that sounds wonderful. I mean, if nobody minds. Mind? Why should we mind? Dorothy, could I see you in the living room for a moment? Are you out of your